Keegan Media Productions. See more and explore. Well, greetings. Here we are. It's going to be a windy one, I think, today. But today we're in Cork City and we're going to visit Fitzgerald's Park. Now, I'm not sure what the proper name is, but at the entrance there is a green with a sort of sound bowl on it. It's a kind of effect that you get with the Whispering Gallery at St. Paul's Cathedral, and it was designed so that anyone having a concert there, the sound would be amplified forward. But I think if you stand at one side of the bowl and sort of say something, it can be heard at the other side. The park also contains many statues pertaining to Ireland's political history and local political history. The park contains many pieces of modern art, but also some unusual structures, like this shelter. At the centre of the park is a small pond which contains ducks and sometimes some coots and even the odd heron. Now there is a bit of a stiff west-northwesterly breeze today, so you'll have to bear with me. Now, as you see from some of my filming here at Fitzgerald's Park, some of the park contains artwork. Some of it's more sort of memorials, some of it is modern artwork. And this tree, now dead I'd like to point out, is a piece of artwork. And I think once it died they decided not to chop it down and make it a piece of art. And as you get to the tree, you will see that it's covered in glass mirrors, like a disco ball, all the way to the top. And it's probably one of the most photographed pieces in the park. So, here comes the history part. How did this park come about? Well, it wasn't originally a park. It was created in 1902 as a business exhibition that was only to last 2 days to show the benefits of setting up business in Cork. And the then incumbent Lord Mayor, Edward Fitzgerald, who the park is named after, said that it should be converted into a park, and hey presto, it was. And indeed the park was then named after him. All hail Fitzgerald Park. That most rarest of things has appeared. The sun. Now, one of the most beautiful parts of Fitzgerald's Park is, in fact, it has a lovely rose garden. Now, every time I say that, I want to sing that song by, I think it's Lynn Anderson, isn't it? I beg your pardon. Anyway, yeah, they're very well kept, and they're pruned right back in the winter, and they grow from scratch virtually every year. It's a beautiful part of the park itself. Now, if you've got green fingers, see a doctor. But if you're gardening orientated and seeing the rose garden, I never promised you a rose. Well, editing Carl here is going to place in, because the gardeners have put in the names of each of the types of rose. So there's a montage of things for you to watch now. One of the many memorials in the park is this one to the Cork Titanic Society. And if you didn't know, Cove, which is about 8 kilometres from the city, nearer to where I live actually, on the eastern side of the city, is where the Titanic last set sail from. And I intend to go to Cove during the week and make a video all about that and the town itself. And there's a memorial here to that. Just outside the park, on the western side, not actually part of the park itself, is this suspension bridge. It's from the early 1900s. It's called Daly's Bridge, but I don't know one single sinner in Cork that calls it that, because that's its official name. But it's actually called the Shaky Bridge, for obvious reasons. go across it because spans over the River Lee, which is what you can see here. There's the western side of Fitzgerald's Park. So let's do it. On my way leaving the park, we're back at the pond and we see a heron in the middle of it. And I'm reliably informed by one of the park keepers that there actually hasn't been any fish in the pond for many, many years. And so he's only really wasting his time there. So everybody, that's it. We were at Fitzgerald's Park today in Cork. I hope you enjoyed. As I said in the video, we're next going to go during the week to Cove, which is about 8 kilometers outside the city. Most famous is the last place the Titanic left from. That'll come up during the week. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video as per usual, and look after yourselves out there. Bye. Keegan Media Productions. See more and explore.